Hey guys, this is Ozzie from Wanderlust Awe Syndrome, where I provide unique views, advice, and stories for you, the passionate traveler. Today, we are going to talk about traveling to Cancun, Mexico. Yes, I know some of you have been to Cancun, Mexico before, but I'm going to add a unique spin in how to travel to Cancun, Mexico. Let's get into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is where you're going to stay. There are many places to stay in Cancun, such as resorts and hotels, but I'm going to tell you that you should stay at an Airbnb. Airbnb offers a wide selection of places to stay. Each place is very unique, has their own characteristics that is separate from a hotel or resort. I know I stayed at a Airbnb and it was a clubhouse that was built up, a tree house that was built up from the ground up. It had everything that I could ever want or ask for. It had TVs, it had showers, a pool. It was in the middle of Cancun, which was excellent because it made it very easy to get to places such as stores or gas. Also, it just made it easier to go see more of Cancun because I was right smack dab in the middle of it. Also, the city, it was nice, and you get to see the area where I stayed, which got a clear Mexican feel. It wasn't too touristy. It's where I imagine the locals lived. So it was very awesome. The host that was there, his name was Francisco. He was awesome. I did a video interviewing him about how to travel to Cancun. If you are interested, there's going to be a tag somewhere up here. Check it out. The second thing we're going to talk about is one that most visitors are here to do when they come to Cancun, which is the nightlife. The nightlife in Cancun is awesome, it's wonderful, but I'm going to recognize one place that you should visit if you are looking for an awesome night. You should go to this club called Coco Bongo. Coco Bongo is well known in Cancun, is the most popular club in Cancun. What separates this club from any other club that I've been to or seen is the way it's set up. So when you go to Coco Bongo, you are going to see that it's got this setup where you're gonna have dancers, you're gonna have a bar, but that's not what's the main attraction. It's going to attract you is when you go inside that you're going to see the magic happen. When you go there is a show, an acrobatic show that is going to blow you away while you're getting served tons of drinks. It is very packed, especially if you go during Christmas, New Year's, when a lot of people want to celebrate. But it is a phenomenal club that shows different shows such as Pirates of the Caribbean, Spider-Man, even famous musicians such as Michael Jackson, Queen. But the show is so electric, so powerful, that your night is going to be so amazing. Now, it costs a little bit to get in, especially when it's the high season, such as if you go during Christmas, when I went, but it's worth it. It's worth it if you've never been to Cancun. If you're looking for an excellent, fun night, go to Coco Bongo. You will not regret it. It is wonderful. Third thing we're going to talk about is beaches. Cancun is well known for its beaches, and the beach I recommend that you go to is Playa Langosta. The reason I recommend this beach over all the other beaches is because this tends to be more of the local beach. This is where a lot of the locals go to, all the beaches that I saw, and it doesn't have as much tourists. I mean, you're going to see tourists anywhere you go when you go into the tourist district of Cancun, but this beach tends to have or attract most of the locals here with fewer tourists. So it's a beautiful beach. The waters are safe, and it's a good place just to relax and get some sun and fresh air. And I like it how it's very peaceful when you sit out and just relax. Also, there's a good bar right next to it, which serves amazing drinks. I had hurricanes and sex on the beach, which they know that if you go to that bar, it's worth it. The drinks are phenomenal. The food, they look good. I didn't get food, but the drinks are worth it. So you could get a nice drink while sitting on that beach on Playa Langosta. So again, if you are looking for a place where a lot of the locals tend to hang out for beach area while getting a nice cold refreshing drink, go to Playa Langosta. Just be careful where you park if you're renting a car, because you cannot park illegally. You want to make sure that you find parking that you can go to, because if you do park there, you're going to get ticketed and you're going to lose the front license plate on your car if you're renting a vehicle, as I explained in the video earlier. The fourth thing we're going to talk about is visit other parts of Cancun. Yes, we know about the tourist district of Cancun, but how about visit outside of that? Go see where the locals are staying. Go eat at a restaurant where the locals are eating and there's no tourists. That's what my friend and I did. We went outside of the tourist district of Cancun and we went to this restaurant, and it was a phenomenal restaurant. Yes, we had to wait, but the food was plentiful, but it was delicious. It was actual Mexican food. It wasn't the tourist hype that you would get when you go into the tourist district area of Cancun. But when we were out there, we got the fresh everything. Everything was fresh. Everything was homemade from scratch, and it was very delicious and very affordable. That's another thing why you need to get away for a bit from the main tourist district of Cancun, because the food there tends to be expensive, especially during the high season. When you are there during the busy season, such as Christmas, New Year's, the restaurants are going to increase their prices because they know they can make more money with so many tourists there, especially coming from the United States and Canada. So they tend to increase their prices. So what's that mean for you? If you have Uber or rent a car, go to a place where there are fewer tourists and a lot of locals. We're talking about this. If you stop at a restaurant and everyone is talking only Spanish, that's when you know you found a place where a lot of the locals like to eat, and you're going to get the best quality food at a reasonable price. So if you're looking to explore more, just get out of the tourist district, because it does become monotonous after a while. Go outside the tourist district area of Cancun. Go see how the locals are living. Go to a restaurant and have a good time and a good meal. Fifth and last thing we're going to talk about, I hinted this earlier before, but visit local restaurants. I know Cancun has a lot of restaurants, tourist restaurants, and for the average tourist, they don't want to experience the same stuff they could get back at home. They want to experience local cuisine, just like any passionate tourist or traveler wants to experience. So I recommend that you go to a local restaurant. One restaurant that I recommend that you go to is the Tiki Coco Mugs and Cocktail. It is a wonderful place. I found this last second with my friend, and we went there right before New Year's, and it was worth it. It wasn't packed, it wasn't full, but it had some nice chairs, some swings, and you get these awesome cool cups if you dine there. And the food is very delicious. It was fresh, it was cooked well, and the drinks, boy, they can make drinks. That place can make some drinks. And I'm speaking out right now because it was just such a fun environment, just chilling out in the local part of Cancun where there wasn't a lot of tourists. It was just my friend and I, and we was just having a blast late night, just drinking and eating some delicious food. But I recommend the Tiki Coco Mugs and Cocktail because it's local. There's not that many people who go there right now, and the food is delicious. And if you're looking for good drinks, they are awesome. Anyway, that was the end of this video. Check out my other videos if you want to visit Cancun, Mexico. As I said, I have tons of videos that I've traveled around the world. They are here to help you as the passionate traveler and to encourage people to travel more. So check those videos out if you are trying to plan a trip, because I want more travelers to travel the world. I think the world is better off when people travel and understand new cultures. So take the time to check them out, share them, like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video or any of my videos, and I'll be seeing you guys later.